What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we're going to be taking on the new EZA stage for the BROLY trio. So they actually had dropped during the 9th anniversary here. So let's see, what are they weak to? They are actually weak to movie heroes. Movie heroes? Yeah. So they're weak to movie heroes. So this is going to be an absolutely easy. It's probably going to be like one of the easiest probably EZAs that we have. Just because of what we have. So let's see. We'll go LR, movie heroes. So we're going to bring Gogeta as our leader because obviously he's a 200% leader. We'll bring this Gogeta. You know what? I just realized there's not a lot of STR movie hero LRs. So we'll bring Gohan. I guess we'll bring you guys. We'll bring you, and I guess we can bring Piccolo. Maybe this Goku. I mean, this Goku would probably do a decent amount of damage. I guess we can kind of bring it like this. Why is that Zamasu glowing? He's not movie heroes. That doesn't make sense. All right, well. So yeah, so we got the BROLY trio finally getting their EZA. I guess this was like one of the units that we somewhat expected to EZA during this anniversary, just because there really is no other like timetable for them, because realistically I don't think I'm gonna see us having another like BROLY or Gogeta anniversary, or like I guess Dokkan Fest units for probably a while, honestly. For some odd reason, like Dokkan isn't like Legends where they drop these units like constantly. So whenever we get these, I mean, they're usually a pretty hype celebration. And unfortunately though, the last time we got, you know, some kind of, you know, Gogeta units and stuff like that from the movies, honestly, we had the AGL. We had the AGL Super Gogeta, or Super Saiyan Gogeta, I should say. And then we had the INT Super Saiyan BROLY, like the DBZ BROLY. We got them back in, what, 2019, I believe? So it's been 5 years since we had got another actual, like, BROLY or Super Saiyan BROLY and Super Saiyan Gogeta. And this BROLY trio came out during the 5th year anniversary for part 2. And they've just kind of been, they actually were a very good unit when they came out. They do have a lot of utility, but a lot of people kind of like soured on them recently just because they're defensively, they weren't very good. But now, since we got their EZA, let's see here. Let's check them out EZA wise. So they became a movie bosses category key 4 150%. Or extreme key 4 100%. On the 12th key, they greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, cause colossal damage to the enemy and greatly lower attack. On their 18 key, they massively raise attack and defense for 1 turn, cause mega colossal damage to the enemy. So they're getting a 100% attack and defense raise on their 18 key. Passive wise though, they get attack and defense plus 30% per key sphere obtained. So that automatically, like right off the get-go, is a very good ability. And then on top of that, you get an additional attack and defense 10% per physical key sphere obtained. They get an additional key plus 2 per key sphere obtained. All allies key plus 2, attack 39% with AGL or key spheres obtained. So before, I believe you had to get multiple key spheres. Pre-EZA, yeah, so pre-EZA you had to get 3 or more of these key spheres in order to get the passive active. Now all you got to do is just collect 1. So it's just literally collect a key sphere. So if you get AGL or STR, you get key plus 2, attack 39%. If you get tech or int, you get key +2, defense 39%. And then all allies key +2, attack and defense 15% with the rainbow key spheres obtained. So obviously you have the chance at also getting rainbow key spheres, so you can get an extra, kind of get a little extra attack and defense that way. And then, let's see, you get an additional attack 39% when launching a super. Then launch an additional super, and damage received reduced by 10% to all movie bosses or super bosses category allies when key is at 24. So you have to be at key 24, and after you attack, that's when you get the damage reduction by 10%. You get a high chance to evade enemies' attacks, which just automatically having like dodge built in is very good, because before he had dodge built in, but you had to get at least 7 key spheres in order to do it. Let's see, he can evade enemies' attacks, including super, with 7 or more key spheres, so that is unchanged. They didn't really change anything with that, so that's still good. And then they randomly changes a non-physical type key sphere to physical type when HP is 60% or lower, and change all key spheres to physical key spheres when HP is 39% or lower. So you basically, if you're under 39%, you're going to get pretty much a full heal, you'll get a full dodge ability, and you'll get like a full nuking ability with him. If you're able to actually get underneath that HP threshold. So after his EZA, he definitely became very, very good. So yeah, I mean, after his EZA, they definitely did him very well. And it's actually kind of funny because his counterpart unit was the Int LR Rose. And he got his EZA basically, I mean, not this year, but I guess you could say, you know, it kind of was this year. It was, you know, during Worldwide Celebration, obviously. But he did get his EZA, you know, within, what, 4 months or so of what this Broly's getting his. So it's actually good. I mean, I'm glad that they actually got a chance to EZA him roughly around the same time, so both of these units could get their chance to shine. And realistically, I mean, for him being a yellow coin LR, his EZA is actually really good. I'd say I want to use him a little bit more to kind of see how well he's going to be. But him and that STR UI Goku are actually like right there at the very top of the LR EZAs right now. So I don't think anybody's going to be topping them for a while. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm sure, you know, the celebration, there's still plenty more of the celebration to happen. So I'm sure we'll see plenty more EZAs and stuff like that. So maybe somebody will actually overtake, you know, the Broly or the UI Goku. I mean, for sure, I'm sure we know that the 7th year LRs, they're definitely going to get an EZA. Or not 7th year, I'm sorry. The 6th year LRs, the MUI Goku and the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, they'll definitely get their EZAs. Obviously, it's going to be like a part 2, part 3 type of thing. More than likely, probably part 3 is going to be my guess, is when we'll actually see something from that. But whenever we do get to see those details, I mean, I know obviously everybody's going to be waiting for that. Like, that's going to be, we're going to be counting down for for that EZA. And honestly, I can't wait for that, because if we can finally make that Vegeta like useful again, I guess is the best way to put it. Because I don't want to say, I mean, nowadays he's not really as good as he used to be when he first came out. And I'm really hoping like whenever they do give him his EZA, they change up the how he builds his damage reduction, and I hope they just make it permanent, because that's the one thing that really hurts him, is the fact that his damage reduction disappears at the end of every turn. And and then you have to keep building it back up, building it back up, building it back up, and it's like, how many times do we have to keep building it up? Like, if you know, I feel like we do it one time, it should be good, but they just constantly are making you have to build them up over and over. And I feel like that's one of the biggest flaws of that unit, is the fact of like how much you have to keep building him. So hopefully we'll see that. And then MUI Goku, what do I want on him personally? I really want them to kind of give him the Harudegarn dodge treatment, where if he dodges like three attacks, then when he comes back around like next rotation, he'll automatically dodge everything. I think that would be a really good, I think that would be a really cool passive to give him. Because I mean, it would kind of fit the whole like MUI thing, where he's just mainly a dodging unit. So he gets 3 dodges off, he comes back around next time and he just dodges everything. So hopefully they'll do something like that for him. Maybe they'll give him like attack and defense every time he dodges. Because as of right now, that he just gets defense when he dodges. So, and key as well. So hopefully we can get maybe a little attack buff in there. And obviously the biggest thing that they're going to have to do is they definitely need to give these units way more attack, because they hit like, I mean, they hit super low numbers, man. I think they're like maxing out around maybe a 5 million, 6 million attack stat. And in today's meta, 5 to 6 million is like nothing. So we need, I mean, we have TUR units that are hitting harder than that. Hell, we have some free-to-play units even hitting harder than that. So we need these busted LRs to, you know, come out of the woodwork and actually do what they need to do. So, but here we go. This is, like I said, it was, again, these 10-stage LR EZAs are super easy. I always enjoy doing them just because of how easy they really are. And I really hope that they would just switch over to this format for all EZAs, because realistically, nobody wants to farm 30 stages. Like I hate farming 30 stages. Like, if I feel so time consuming, like for me personally. I mean, it does take roughly about a half hour or so if you are gonna do it like just straight throughout the whole thing. It takes about 25 minutes to a half hour. So it's kind of annoying. Whereas like these 10 stages, I mean, it only takes, less than 15 minutes to get them done. And especially if they're like super easy, especially with something like this where the weakness is movie heroes. Like, I mean, the movie heroes are so stacked right now that you can build a team. You can close your eyes and just probably pick 5 other units other than this Gogeta as your leader. And you will, you can probably just auto this entire Broly EZA. Like, that's how easy this one is. But yeah, I mean, we're having no trouble. We're going to finish this right here. So if you guys did enjoy the video and you kind of liked this little bit of rambling that I was doing, consider hitting that like button. And if you guys are new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. We are trying to get to 2,000 subs by the end of February. So it's a little bit of a stretch to try to get to, but I think we could probably do it, because there are a lot of you that are watching that haven't subscribed yet. So maybe one of these days you guys will actually hit that subscribe button. But there you guys go. Again, thank you guys for watching the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.